Wow.
Yes! I'm so excited about that. You have no idea. Because the night before I slept like 3 hours, so I'm like, yeah. Hey, why does Ryan Seacrest run from me?
I wonder.
You can kick his ass?
I just saw him downstairs. The dude just ran from me.
Even with his 3 bodyguards?
Yeah, they ran.
Wow.
Yeah. I was like, oh, God.
Maybe
nice to
his
see
chopper
you.
was here, and he just had to get to the roof.
I think he told the other ones, oh, my God, here comes that girl from the wrong side of the tracks. Let's run, guys. It's kind of like that.
And they did. They ran. I'm like, okay, I guess you don't need to hold the elevator for me.
You know what? We've done something to really make him mad. Who knows?
Right.
You know, we attack often. But he runs for me in the hallway whenever he's here.
Yeah.
Woo! Heads for a door, quick.
Isn't it funny? You're like,
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, I don't care. I don't know. It's just weird. I guess he just doesn't want to be on an elevator with me.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that's rude. I'm a girl. He's so just pushed the button when I was getting up there.
That is kind of rude.
Yeah, it is kind of rude, but oh well, that's our little Ryan. I used to call him Brian, and I didn't know his name. He got all bent. We've been around a long time, he and I.
Yep.
Anyway, all right, so Jack, what is today's date?
Today is Tuesday, August 22nd, 2006.
Yay! Oh my God, there's so many things to talk about this morning, including white crayons that Jack really is bothered by, and I don't understand.
They're useless.
Yeah, but listen, wait, I have to tell them the truth.
Okay.
So yesterday we're in the office, right? And Stench is still going off about K-Fed and his performance. And none of us can understand why he's so obsessed about it. And then I swear this is how it went. Jack's like, well, you know what I'm upset about my wife doesn't get is white crayons. And I'm just sitting there watching Pong between K-Fed and white crayons.
Okay, but I'll tell you the difference between K-Fed and white crayons.
Crayons don't matter.
I have a box of crayons in my house. Stench is never going to have anything to do with K-Fed.
I have a
Wow,
You know?
see, this is how it went yesterday.
And I have a K-Fed story every single day for you from the gossip. I mean, there's always a K-Fed story.
And really never white crayon story,
And
Jack.
you know what's
Never.
funny? I went into the gym yesterday. 4 people were like, oh my God, did you see K-Fed last night? That sucked butt, blah, blah, blah. Whole conversation. Not once did white crayons come up.
I know, it's the underlying issue
Not really.
nobody will talk about.
Not all that pop culture.
Oh,
It's the secret. The secret in the box in your living room or house.
It's what the cool people are talking about.
You're cutting edge.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Your hand is on the
You know, like
beat or
during
pulse or whatever.
sweeps when they get into those stories like stealing from your car at the car wash.
Right.
This is one of those stories. The kind
Channel
that
7 wants you to know.
They're holding it for prime time.
So you and your wife got upset because you threw a fit that you didn't understand why there was white crayons in a
It's
box?
a waste of the crayon box. It's like a whole spot. It's useless. You can't use the white crayon for anything.
Black paper, Jack. Not
Who
going to
has
tell you
black paper? And then
well-
all the other crayons are useless.
What? Oh.
Yeah, so am I really going to go out and buy black paper just so I can utilize the white crayon?
Well, maybe you could use pink. I don't know. This is a whole discussion.
That's your friend.
No.
You're feeding it. I
that's
didn't bring
your
it up
friend.
this
I
morning.
didn't feed it. I just was like, I can't believe that you're really like this adamant about it. And I can't imagine being in your house
Okay.
where you went off on your wife about it.
This is important in my house. In my house, things like crayons are something I deal with every day.
Okay, you want to know the importance at my house? As long as we're
Okay.
playing this? God, it feels like yesterday's loser game. All right, so you know how
are
some people
losers.
are dyslexic
Yes.
and some people are colorblind?
Yes.
My fiance is booger blind.
What?
He can't see him.
He cannot see baby boogers.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, baby
He
boogers are
cannot
different.
see baby
Stench.
boogers.
Bat
Tell
in
her.
a cave or baby boogers?
Bat in the cave baby boogers.
No,
No,
tell her.
bat in his own cave or
No,
or,
in the babies.
Okay.
This is a crazy woman
yeah,
thing.
it's a psychotic woman
It
thing.
is.
And you'll sit down and you'll dig in their nose with your little fingernail and make
And
the
they'll
baby
cry.
Yeah, because there's a booger.
I've honestly got mad and screamed at my wife to stop it because she makes the baby cry digging in her nose.
Well,
with
we
her. They
need-
don't matter. The kid's not suffocating. The kid's fine.
I'm sure to the baby it feels like a boulder in there. He
No,
wants it
the
out.
baby
He doesn't
don't
know how to
care.
get it out.
Doesn't he?
No, he
Doesn't
doesn't
want
care.
your finger up
Yeah.
there plowing away in his little tiny nose.
I'm like, honey, do you not see the baby booger? And he's like, oh, yeah, there's a baby booger. I'm like, could you get it? I mean, the little baby's been here all day, like, trying to breathe out of his nose, like,
He's
suffocating.
fine. He didn't even care, and now he's got a big red chapped nostril because you shoved your finger up in there.
I'm just like, I can't believe you're oblivious to it. It's like, it's his nose. He only has 2 little tiny nose holes to breathe out of, and there's an obstruction.
Oh, my wife
No,
not
it's-
only
it's a booger.
It's a booger, and it's no big deal. They don't care. My wife will go, Daddy doesn't care about you. Daddy won't. I'm like, no, Daddy likes you and doesn't want to make you cry and scream for no reason.
It's a problem like
No,
dyslexia. I got to contact somebody.
And here's the question.
It is. It's an obsessive disorder with women
no,
that we need to
you
cure.
guys are blind.
No.
I put my blindness
When's
on.
the last time, like, someone's died on the autopsy, they said, oh, booger blockage.
Exactly.
We'll never know, will we? Because the moms get them. Take that, bitch.
God.
The Jamie, Jack, and Stench Show.
Star 98.7.
Oh my God! We were just watching the headline news. It wasn't white crayons stench. You were right.
Yeah, it's not making the news yet. They're
Yeah.
saving it for sweeps.
It was K.
It is sweeps.
Sweeps.
It's the A game.
Yeah, they don't want to waste that.
I'm telling you, K-Fed set white rap back 15 years, and people are upset about it.
He set back white rap.
Yes.
Really?
We were making progress. We had Eminem, who was a great rapper.
Who was the first white rapper?
Beastie Boys were the first.
Blondie,
big-
they claim.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, if you
But
really
that's
want to.
not rap.
But that's what
she
they
was
give her
rapping on that
credit. I don't know why. I agree with Stench. It wasn't really that much rap, but
Well, as interesting as K-Fed and white crayons were, may I just tell you that the fact that my fiance can't see boogers is what everybody's calling about. Okay.
Wow.
So yes, and I kicked your ass in it. Okay.
Okay. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did because
you just ran
said.
out of time on the break.
No, you said people have never gone to autopsy and said, oh, they suffocated on their boogers. And I said, because every wife gets the baby boogers before the baby suffocates. Oh, yeah, winter high.
what about when you go out of town for the weekend? My wife was just gone. My kids survived without any boogerectomies.
Well, you know what? She probably suffered a little bit.
No, she was
No.
fine. She was so happy. She
happy.
didn't cry. I never had to hold her down by her chest while I dug into her face.
No stretched out nose holes.
Yeah,
Maybe that's what happened to Philip Palmer.
his mom was crazy.
His mom had big fingers.
Yeah, because Philip Palmer on Channel 7, he photographs really well, but I will tell you in person, my God, he has huge
It's
holes.
because they shoot a little higher than him. They
Oh.
shoot down. If
Is
they
that
had
what
to
it
lower
is?
the camera a little, you'd see those caves.
And I know that we've talked about it, but you can see his brain.
Oh,
It's crazy. You know those people like, oh my God, you're like, wow.
I
those
have a question.
You have huge holes.
A lot of hair? Because, like,
No,
I know
no.
you look up my nose, you can see those stragglers.
Nope.
Oh, he's
just
very well manicured.
He's a clean hole.
You know,
he's got a trimmer.
yeah, and you can probably really get it up there. You have big nose holes.
Oh yeah, Roto-Rooter, man. Wow. Hey, producer, are you excited we're talking about this? It wasn't on our agenda.
I know.
I think he's a little bent.
It wasn't in the binder.
Yeah, he made us a binder of show material, and I don't. Oh no.
He doesn't know Jamie very well.
Whatever makes you happy.
Right. Oh gosh.
He doesn't know that Jamie needs to pile papers up all around the room and to keep them locked in a book. You know,
It's gonna send me over the
Yeah,
edge.
Exactly.
And I don't see on our notes for today's show booger. No.
Booger talk is not on
No,
there?
it's not on.
But
yeah,
guess
no.
what? White Crayons is on here for
Yeah.
4 breaks.
Wow. We're making fun of you.
We have 4 breaks.
I'm
Yeah.
kidding.
2 breaks.
Wow, white crayon talk. Neat. You know who never comes and sees this anymore? I don't know.
Who?
Why. I was just telling Jack out in the hall. Mark of Mark and Kim.
And he's in his
Yes.
car right now. So, Mark, when you get here about 6:45, come in and see us.
You never see
They
this.
don't let him.
Well, I don't mean on the air, but I was
Just, say
thinking
hi.
this, that if he comes on the air, we'll change his name.
Oh, yeah, like you can't recognize that guy that's been on the air for 20 years here.
Well,
in
you
LA.
might not know. Well, yeah. What?
Yeah, what?
What, Big Gay Brian?
What?
What? Did they tell you
Don't
Mark
shake
can't
your
come on
head
air?
no at me, mister.
Oh, he's looking through his binder, and that was a memo he got.
Yeah, well, if we call him something different, like Larry.
I like it,
Larry.
Yeah.
Larry, the morning wacky guy. I don't know. Larry with the love songs. I don't know. Okay. How about first calls of the day? How about that?
Okay.
All right.
The Jamie, Jack, and Stench first
That
call
on
of the
your
day.
docket?
Head on. Apply directly to the forehead.
Actually, it's not on here.
Oh, you need to really put that on the first calls of the day. Yes. They look like sneakers.
Crazy cracker. Oh, yeah, crazy cracker.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh, my kid yesterday, out of the blue, goes, I want to go to a party at Stench's house.
Oh, see how much fun she
She
had?
should come over. 'cause
It's like the Chuck E. Cheese of the Palisades.
we still have one of the bounce houses up. You can come over.
Awesome. Let's have our own little party. Yeah. All right, anyway. First calls of the day. It's Teresa. You're the first call of the day.
Yay!
Tell her what you want.
You've won a pair of tickets to the sold-out Dave Matthews Band concert presented by Verizon on August 25th at Verizon Wireless Amphitheater, and Verizon is offering lucky fans the few remaining tickets. Congratulations.
Yay! Now, you might want to write that down, and then I play the Price is Right thing right there, and it's really funny. I'm just giving you crap. All right, hey, Teresa?
Yes.
Yeah, congratulations, by the way, and what were you calling about?
I was calling to tell you that my mom picks my son's nose with Q-tips.
Ooh.
And my nephew's noses. She just sticks a Q-tip up there and like wipes the booger out, and it comes out on the Q-tip. It's nasty.
Nasty.
No, the Q-tip works. I've been a Q-tip user my own self.
It is better than a big old fingernail.
Yeah, and it's the perfect size of a baby nose hole.
Oh.
Yeah.
Except for
it's gross.
sometimes I feel like I'm shoving it harder into his brain, like I'm going to kill him.
Like up in the sinus cavity.
Yeah, something like that. Hey, Teresa, hold on the line, and we'll give you something pretty, okay? You're the first call of the day.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and here is, oh, wait, yet another person that wants to talk about men being oblivious to boogers, but no white crayon or K-Fed calls.
Booger talk. Hey, I didn't come with K-Fed
Hey,
today.
if there was a
It was
K-Fed
Jack.
coloring book, you'd need the white crayon.
Oh.
Why is there a frog
I
on
don't
our
know.
show?
What is that?
I don't know. Jason?
Yeah,
What is that noise?
that would be my radar detector.
Okay, I have
right.
another problem with you then. Can I just tell you, what is with people not hearing the radar detectors?
You hear it, you just know when it's a false warning.
No.
Exactly.
I've
You're
sat
mad
in what's his name's truck.
Yeah.
In the snowboarder's truck. He's oblivious to it. It's like beep, 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 beep. I'm like, just unplug it!
You know what it is? Because we're sitting there going, oh, thank God. That sound is blocking her out right now. I just
Wow.
can't hear her yak right now with that radar detector.
Do you ever look at your kid and go, do you hear something? Do you hear something? Oh my God, he did that to me all night last night. He was telling the baby, do you hear something? Oh, there it is again. Do you hear something annoying? He's such a dick. He is. Anyway, Jason, go ahead. It's not funny. It hurts.
Okay, well, I turned it off just for you, Jamie.
Thank you, Jason.
Oh,
If
fell
he
out.
gets a ticket, I'm going to feel really bad.
But do those even work
Oh,
anymore?
man,
I don't know.
If
Shut up, Jason. You're acting
if
bad.
they have laser, you're kind of screwed no matter what.
Those are like antiquated systems. I just like saying a big word like antiquated.
Right.
Nice.
I felt fancy. Go ahead, Jason.
Okay, back to booger talk.
Yes, booger talk. You're on the air.
My girlfriend will not touch the booger at all. The kid can be across the house. The kid comes to me because she's got snot.
Oh, so she's fearful of mucus?
She is afraid of the booger. Absolutely. That kid could have a runny nose dripping down her chin, nastiness, and the kid will not get it clean because she will not touch it.
Wow, that's weird because usually I know that I have put my weak stomach on the side burner
Yeah,
because I clean everything
I'm the
now.
worst. I'm like the most queasy throw up guy, and I can do anything with my kid.
You know what I even have to clean, and I told you it's weird because I don't have a penis,
Right.
and to pull up the little balls and clean under them, it's weird. But now the doctor told us that we have to roll down his little head of his penis and clean the little schmegma stuff.
Oh.
Now that's weird for me.
I have a very gross booger story.
Okay.
I used to work with a guy that was like his girlfriend just would gag and dry heave at the sight of boogers or whatever. And as soon as I found that out, I would then pick them, wipe them on the tissues, and tape it to him. And he was so freaked out, he couldn't touch the tissue to pull it off of him.
That's so
and
mean.
he would run around the hallway going, ah!
It's kind of a hostile work environment.
Yeah,
for the poor
I
guy.
think you could be sued, Stench.
Oh, probably. It was
You
fun.
taped it? That's just,
You would tape
I'm
them to him.
gagging just hearing the story.
And then sometimes if he'd walk out of the room, we would tape one to his microphone, and he would walk back into the room,
Oh, I'm
and he
just
would turn around to
gagging.
talk, and he would just
That's
go,
funny.
I'm just gagging. That is just nasty.
oh, so fun.
No, that is just, baby boogers adorable.
No!
Your story about adult men smearage, not so much.
I'm on the fence
Hysterical.
with this one because it does kind of make me laugh. even though it's a
No,
little
that
gross.
is, it's making me
I
gag.
made him actually barf before. It was so good.
Oh, God, what is wrong with men?
It's like the jackass in us.
Yeah, but you know what? There's a lot of the same the personality traits in all of you.
Yeah.
You know, I think I told you this the other day. I said to the snowboarder, I really want to book on the show a porn star. And he's like, what time do you want to call? And then I said to Jack and Stench, I think we should book a porn star. And you know what they both said? We're right here. It's like, can anybody just say, okay, maybe, maybe not, whatever?
It's
But-
like the wiring.
We're issued certain lines at
Yeah.
birth that we have to
is that what it
use.
is?
Yes.
You go to your little Rolodex of lines?
Exactly.
Okay, fine.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench. Oh.
Star 98.7.
Now I'm all rattled about everything. Oh, I can't believe you, Stench, didn't watch NBC. What's it called? Monday Night Football.
And I wanted to. Reggie Bush playing on Monday Night Football for the first time. You know, it was still preseason, but it would have been cool to watch. I was at the hair salon with my gay 13-year-old son.
I'm sorry, I didn't know your son was gay because I just saw him the other day and he didn't have any doilies.
Neither till I picked him up from visit with his mom, and he had his hair dyed black. What kind of 13-year-old boy?
That kid is like so cute and he has like sandy brown hair.
D-man love?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. That was our first clue.
No, what? Dark black, like purplish?
Black, like the wall here, black.
He's too young. He's only 13.
Going into high school, I'm like, look, you don't want to be the guy going to a new school. He doesn't know anybody. He's going out to Agora this year. He's going to be a freshman. Like, you're going in there, and you're not going to know anybody, period, because it's a new school for you.
Is he goth now?
Yeah, and I go, and you're not goth, so you're either gay or goth. Which one is it? Because that's who dyes their hair in high school.
Is this a thing? Well, maybe we're not cool, Stench. Maybe we don't know.
I could even maybe let slide like, oh, I got highlights. But no, he dyed his hair black.
But maybe that's a new thing we don't know. Like, you know what is really scary is when we don't know, like, cool stuff. Maybe that's a cool thing.
Yeah, a lot of kids dye their hair now. I do see that, and they do, like, the streaks. They do different colors.
You're so high. Boys.
We don't know.
Boys don't do that.
Well, I don't know.
You see teens out running around. How many of them have dyed black hair that
I
are
only
13?
know Midwestern teens, and they hunt.
Yeah, exactly. The normal teens. So he got in my car, and it was like, all right, we got two options. I'm bringing you home and shaving your head with my razor.
Wow.
Or we're going to the salon right now, and you're getting your hair as close back to normal as you can.
Way to man him up. I'm taking it to the salon.
No, well,
you're gonna like it.
No, there's no way. There's no way I could have done this. I mean, because it's dark, and once it was dark.
Me do it. Remember?
Oh God.
Good call.
And by the way, he's like, all right, well, let's go try to fix it. So I took him to the place to cut my hair, and we were there for 4.5 hours.
What did he
yesterday.
tell you if it was a thing? Like all the kids are doing it, or does he want to be goth? I don't know.
No, he thought it looked cool. He's like, and I know what happened. He called me because he was with his mom for a couple of weeks, so I didn't see him. And he called me at one point and said, oh my God, Dad, I was with my cousin and we were hanging out at this place, and these girls thought I was cute, and they came up, they wanted to take a picture with me, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Now it all
that's
equates
really,
back.
Yeah.
He dyed his hair and then happened to meet a girl, and that's the first time he's ever got attention from a girl, like out of the blue, just came up and was like, hey, you're cute, I want to.
Well, did it look good?
Oh, no, it looked like crap. He looked like a retarded Eskimo. That's what he looked like. He's got this, his hair's like kind of spiky and short.
Right.
He looked like a retarded Eskimo.
Because maybe you're taking away from him like the new rage.
It doesn't matter. It's gone.
I mean, I think it's too young, if I'm with you.
I think it's too gay.
Well, I don't know about gay, but I think it's too young. But maybe it's a thing, because I remember when I had stepkids, that was a long time ago, and mine used to wear those baggy pants where they
hang down.
They were so baggy that they went past his feet.
Kids still do that. I was at the Valencia Town Center the other day, and
they were like bells on his feet.
You know what's weird?
Oh, that kind. No, not the rave pants. I'm sorry. I thought you meant the baggy butt. I know what you're talking about.
Stupid. They were
like Gumby legs.
They were like drapes on his legs.
Yeah, they're like Gumby legs.
So you look like a little geisha girl when you have to walk all small steps?
And, between me, my ex-husband, and his stepbrother who was older, we all just heckled the hell out of him. He was only 9.
Yeah.
It was a phase. We let him wear it.
So with me, it's funny. Clothes, I think I can change clothes. Like, all right, if we had to go somewhere I could put nicer clothes on you, we could go. You show up with the kid with black hair, and you're a freak. And I told him there's no freaks in my house. We're doing this, and we didn't even go home.
Well, I mean, so you're the law of the land right there. But I'm just saying maybe, because wouldn't you feel bad if it's a thing and you didn't know and, we're not cool?
No.
You should make him get a crew cut.
Because I'm cool not letting that thing happen in my house.
But do you know that,
yeah. And by the way,
what if?
I mean, maybe I smacked him, but I know I would have got the hell beat out of me for that. My dad would have laid into me and just beat my ass for that.
I remember Builder Bob telling me a story about how when he came home with an earring.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my brother did that in high school, and my dad about killed him.
He said that his dad just said, son, what's that? Got up from the table, didn't say a word, right? Didn't even say a word. Left and went out to the pool house, and he said, his mom was like, you better go talk to your dad. And he said he can remember taking those steps and walking down to the pool house, and all he could see was the glow of his dad's cigar in the pool house. And he got his ass kicked.
Yeah. Don't mess with that, especially if you're like an old school conservative type dad. Don't come bringing that crap into my house.
Well, you're that guy now. You're the guy in the pool house with the cigar just glowing.
Okay, but I honestly think, believe me, he was afraid because I laid it down on him yesterday. Like, hey, this is not happening. This is not acceptable. And it's like he's not a goth kid. He's an honor student. You're not a freaking little rebel.
Now, when you hit a 13-year-old, do you smack him in the face or do you kick him in the...
Or
do you noogie him?
No, I got the hell beat out of me, so I have rules about how to hit.
Is it more of like a noogie, like you little dumbass, like a noogie?
Yeah, I didn't lay smack down on him for this one. I've
I
laid
don't think you
smack
can
down on him
spank
before,
a 13-year-old
but you did get a open hand slap to the back of the head a couple times.
Yeah, that I'm for.
What of that?
Yeah.
What the hell are you thinking?
That I'm for.
Why am I sitting in a salon for 4.5 hours today? I should be taking.
You can't,
dumbass.
You can't spank a kid who's 6'2".
No, but you can smack him upside the head.
Yeah,
I like
you
that
can't
one.
Spank him,
I
though.
can.
I don't think you can put him over your knee and spank him
I'll
anymore.
spank that boy until he's 6'9".
Jamie, Jack, and Stench.
Star 98.7.
I don't know what you're saying, but
I think he said he needs money.
no, we're still arguing about that whether his son should have his hair dyed.
Oh, money. That's what. You know how much money it cost me to get his hair
200,
fixed?
250.
Close to.
Yeah.
$250 for a 13-year-old to get his hair
100
fixed?
something. By the end, you're looking about 100 to 150 bucks.
And how many hours were you there?
4.5 hours.
During Monday Night Football?
4.5.
Knowing that the fat man is on the diet that must eat every 3 hours, I missed a meal, I missed Monday Night Football, and I missed all of the television stuff that Jack and I was on yesterday because I was in a salon from 4:30.
You didn't miss anything.
Till 9.
It'll make you feel bad. I TiVoed some of it for you. I'll burn it on DVD.
What you basically missed is that we got a bunch of prizes for Fox.
And don't worry.
Whoa.
And Stench and I got a lot of FaceTime if you have any idea who we are, because they never actually mentioned we were from the station, but they zoomed in on the two dorks.
What I know is that we had to give out 8 million mentions to Hearts of Fire and all these other places for Fox to get a really great promotion.
For Brad Garrett to get credit for the whole thing and
Damn,
not to
Brad.
mention Star at all.
No, I know.
Yeah.
We might want to rethink these things.
Yeah, he did while he was there, but of course the TV shows didn't cover that.
No,
part.
right,
He was really cool to us as we were there, but I get you.
My mom even called me and goes, "Hey, I just saw your thing, but they didn't mention you guys at all."
No.
Yeah.
But they got a lot of prizes from us.
Yes.
You know, it was a mass wedding, and it looked like, I'm not kidding, the way Jack and I were dressed, it looked like we were gay guys getting married to each other, standing there next to
You
one
know what?
another.
You judge your son. Look at you,
Oh,
homo.
my God. Oh,
Hey,
no,
it was for TV.
Yeah.
Well, your son's trying to be cool in class.
That is not cool.
Stench is upset. His 13-year-old came home from his mom's house with dark hair.
Black.
And so last night he kept hitting him upside the back of the head going, "What the hell are you doing, son?" And now his hair is reversed, like, I don't know. It's
Back to normal.
Back to normal.
At great expense to his father.
What he said. Dale, hi.
Hey,
Hey, Dale.
hey.
Hey.
You punked your kid is what you did.
You
Took
what?
away everything that he thought was right.
Yeah.
Punked him. Why'd you punk your son?
Oh, punk.
Why? Because we
Yes.
don't have freaks in my house.
That's
It's a little
not being
rule.
a dick, it's being a kid.
You don't dye your hair if you're a boy.
Yes, you do.
You
No,
dye
you don't.
yours.
Yeah, he does.
I get highlights to cover great because I'm old.
The cool kids get all the girls. And they know
Yeah.
that's cool.
Oh, the cool kids.
Yes, the cool kids get all the girls.
13-year-old
They get all the
boys with
attention.
dyed black hair are not cool.
You don't know. We
Absolutely
haven't been in
cool.
the
I'm
loop
a
for a long
motorcycle kid.
time.
When I go to the mall, I
No.
see a lot of little boys with black hair, those
you
little
haven't
skater
been in
kids.
the loop for
Oh.
like 26 years
I'm not
or
letting
something.
I'm not letting that loop in my house.
You know what I imagine like
Go
at
to the
Stench's house?
motocross track and see what the white kids are doing.
Oh, you know what? That is true. That like those
Yeah.
skateboarders and motor.
But see, that's
cross
one thing though,
skates.
is he's not that. He's not a motocrosser. He's not a skateboarder.
He's
So-
trying to find his identity.
Yeah, well,
But he knew what the girls like.
Yeah, he did.
your hair is not dyed. That's what your
I
identity
feel
is.
sad for
If
him.
I couldn't see Stench,
Well,
I'd
he
imagine a
finally
guy
made
with
a
a crew
decision
cut
for
wearing
himself.
like plaid shorts, like those little coach's shorts and like a tight shirt with a collar, like the 50s dad.
I take it
yeah,
old
the
school.
way he's sounding.
Right, yeah.
I take it old school.
But instead he has a Simon Says t-shirt on. Yeah.
Right.
No, but the way you're talking is like you're the guy in the pool house with the cigar.
Right.
Absolutely, I'm that guy.
No, but you don't dress like that guy and you don't act like that guy.
Hey, this
So
isn't.
how can you all of a sudden be that guy?
This
That's
isn't
what-
a do as I do. It's a do as I say.
I know, but that kid's got to be so confused. Like, but Dad, like you're a cool guy.
Well, it's also like I swear every other word too when we're not on the radio, and he's not allowed to swear. You catch a back of a hand if I catch him talking dirty.
Talking dirty to me. Dale,
Yes.
it's just sad, that's all.
It is. He needs to let him be his own self.
Yep, and his kid was trying to find his identity. It's almost like child
No,
abuse.
it's not being your own self. It's molding a child into an outstanding citizen. That's what I'm doing.
You as the dad, that's going to happen?
Straight A student. He can dye his hair any color he wants.
That's true. You know what? If he keeps performing with straight
I have a
A's,
question.
he should get to do
As long
that.
as he keeps his grades, he can
I
do what
agree
he
with
wants.
Dale.
I like Dale too, but I have a question for Stench. Could this be, and I'm just going to throw it out there, maybe a little more annoying because it was kind of the ex-wife's idea?
Yeah.
No, it's
bug
the
you a
freak
little
factor.
more?
I honestly think that's why she put him up to it, knowing
Does it
that
piss you off?
that's my style is no. Like,
That kid is going to go back and forth like Pong. Like he's here, he gets his hair back to normal. He goes back there, it's black again.
no, because then it'll end up, if it escalated to that point, he would leave my house bald. and game
You'll
would
be
be
like,
over.
you'll be the ultimate winner.
Yes.
Winner.
Head tattoo.
Yeah, then she'll get a head. Yeah.
Then I'll sue her.
Natasha.
Hey, I want to ask Stench, why didn't you just shave his head instead of spending over $200?
Because I'm a reasonable dad. I'm trying to let the kid, I know it would be
$250 is reasonable?
It would be as embarrassing, but he's going to a new school. I don't want my son to show up as the freak. To me, the freak is with black hair, and then again, you're a little freak if you show up as a skinhead first day of school. I'm trying to work with him.
He feels like a freak sitting in a hair salon for 4
Oh,
hours?
that was embarrassing that I hope a little lesson he'll learn for the rest of his life not to mess with
Hopefully, or he'll like it and you're in trouble.
Well, he didn't mind the manicure and pedicure. He loves those now.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench.
7.
Now, Sam Rubin's Entertainment Report on the Jamie, Jack, and Stench Show.
All right, we're taking a little break from I Made My Kid Uncool.
No, I regulated my kid because there's rules in my house.
It's my house. My rules.
What did Stench do?
Oh, his kid is like a cool 13-year-old, and he dyed his hair
Cool.
black.
No.
And then Stench made him get it
Made
taken
him
out.
put it back to normal.
I think Stench did the right thing.
Thank you, Sam.
You know, Sam.
I admire your work.
No, which of the two are lying? No, but I do think you probably did.
Well, I just think he is too young, but I think like if he would have been 15 and he wants to do that, I think you let him.
All right, rebellious youth memory.
Yeah.
My dad once wanted me to cut my hair, and I took a Little League Baseball hard helmet, a batting helmet, and put it on a head and wrapped it around with a bike chain.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's funny.
Wow. That's what happened to you, huh, Sam?
Yeah, that lasted about 10 minutes.
All right, what do you got for us?
A Surrey sighting.
Wow.
Tom, Katie, and Surrey purportedly have posed for pictures for Vanity Fair, but no one has seen those pictures. Now, apparently, Tom is giving an interview to Good Housekeeping. And one way that stars really build these fan bases, it's magazines that we don't necessarily think are cool, but Good Housekeeping is part of what they call the Seven Sisters, like Ladies. These are all the magazines your moms read, Ladies Home Journal, Red Book, and Good Housekeeping. Anyway, big interview there, and
Thank
Tom
you for that.
wrote the right thing. Just a little magazine
thanks for
update
telling
for
us
you
about
there.
The Seven Sisters.
Yeah. What do you think about highlights?
I like
do you
that.
like
The Timber Toes are
Do you
in
like
there.
Goofus or Gallant?
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead.
Tom wrote a thank you note to the writer after the interview. Here's the thank you note. Surrey is sleeping peacefully nearby, and she's truly a beautiful baby. One can't help feeling hopeful looking at her.
Well, that's weird to write in a thank you
Yeah.
note.
Yeah, well,
What?
I don't know.
And he wrote, that's not a thank you note to anybody. That's about, here's a little note about my kid.
Yeah, it's baby commentary.
Yeah.
Baby commentary.
Yeah, there's really no thank you in that.
Well, there was a
Kinda
thank
weird.
you part.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
All right. We talked yesterday about K-Fed at the Teen Choice Awards, and now the more formal reviews are coming in.
Ooh.
Here's a shock. K-Fed has no street cred.
I think it's funny you just saying that.
Yeah.
Right. This according to various rappers who say he will always be known. We can't say B-I-T-C-H, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
bitch is fine.
Yeah, he will always be known as Britney's bitch.
Oh.
Or as Mrs. Spears.
Ooh.
And to add insult to injury, of course, K-Fed threw a huge post-Teen Choice Awards party for himself.
Yeah.
None of the celebs at the Teen Choice Awards showed up.
Oh.
Because you know how that is.
Poor
It's like,
K-Fed,
yeah.
all alone in his suite
You
in
know
his
what?
hotel.
You can't though. Imagine if you showed up that you would be uncool.
Yeah, that's true. But still, he's just sitting there all alone in his room.
With his posse.
Yeah, like,
His posse.
Yo, where's Johnny Depp?
dude, I thought it was cool. Yeah, man, you kick ass. That was awesome.
And those are from his dancers. Dave Navarro was on with Jimmy Kimmel last night and said that, it's funny that I guess it is sort of the water cooler topic. What did you think? And he sort of shook his head and said, the dancers were great, but he thought that if he were on Rockstar Supernova, he would have been voted off or packed his bags.
Oh, wow, that's just mean and hurtful.
True.
All right, two other reality TV things. This is in the rumor category. This is really interesting, though I do not think it is true. All right, Survivor has done it where they've broken up the teams by gender.
Right.
How about Survivor where they break up the teams by race?
Well, now that's not right. I don't think you can do that, can you?
I mean, I don't think you can do that, but I think nobody's done it, and I think they're trying to do things to make it different and more interesting.
I think it's pretty cool just to, create talk and buzz.
Yeah, you think? I don't know. Because, some people, those Ethiopians always win.
There you go.
Because they always win, the races, right?
Right, they're fast.
Yeah, they're fast.
If it's a marathon.
Yeah, well.
So apparently Trump wanted to do that with The Apprentice and was told he couldn't do it. And so, again, that sounds pretty implausible to me.
But I don't know how you would do it with The Apprentice. That's those aren't athletes.
That seems way racist.
That seems more.
Yeah, in the business world, seems racist. In hey, we're on an island, let's gather food. Seems like, hey, cool.
Well, and we all know in Survivor, the black guy will win. They're the better athlete, in my opinion. They're a way better athlete.
But that game
the
gets
opinions
all
of Jamie White are not necessarily.
No,
those
I'm
of
just
Chris
telling you.
Allen.
I think a black man is a better athlete than a white guy. I've seen proof of it. Time and time again in professional sports.
It's called the NFL or the NBA.
I'm not being crazy here. I'm just telling you what I see.
Who's the historian among us? Who was the guy it was Al Campanis from the Dodgers who essentially expressed the same opinion and got drummed out of baseball for it, right?
I have no idea.
You
Not
can't
my problem.
say that.
Why can't you say that? A black man's
No, if you're a sportscaster,
Right,
you throw
and
that
Jimmy
out there.
the Greek, didn't he get in trouble for saying
Well,
something
because
like that?
somebody's boobs got in the way for golf.
Yeah, right.
Remember? Who was that guy? He said, it's a shame women can't play golf as well as men because their boobs get in the way.
That was wasn't that a guy with a British accent? That was a really prestigious golf commentator.
He's gone too.
Yeah. The thing that is always missing from golf commentaries, I always think you could hear the glass and the ice cubes, sort of like they're sipping mojitos as they're calling it.
I want to do golf, extreme golf commentary.
And where do those guys go? Some racist sports island where they all just sit around and do
they're
commentary
somewhere.
for each other?
I don't know where they go, Jack, but they do go somewhere.
RSPN, Racist Sports Network.
Oh, that's very sad. Anyway, what else?
Have we plopped Caden in front of the TV yet?
Yeah, he actually he'll watch a little bit of television.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good boy.
Yeah, he really likes snowboarding.
Oh,
He likes the Fuel Network a lot.
That's look, Daddy's on. Daddy's doing the half pipe again.
Yeah, Fuel Network he loves.
That's so funny. Anyway, well, if you were to watch cartoons like the Flintstones, particularly from a long time ago, characters on those shows smoked.
Yeah, I saw that.
But not anymore because in Britain they've demanded that all classic cartoons edit out references to smoking. Not
but did you see this? It says the complaint about Tom and Jerry. Remember Tom and Jerry?
Tom and Jerry is terribly violent.
It said scenes in. Oh, I'm sorry. Did it upset you how violent they were? Sam thinks Tom and Jerry too violent.
A little violent.
They were a little
Anyway, let's see. It said scenes in which Tom smoked a rolled up fatty in one episode, and a rival cat smoked a cigar in another were inappropriate for young viewers.
So that's why they got high and then beat the crap out of each other.
Right.
Why didn't they eat?
And what about the Roadrunner and all those anvils? They should cut that out because if my kid ever gets her hands on an anvil, she's going to drop it right on my dog.
We're fine. We watched all that.
There are people listening right now who are like, Advil?
Yeah, Advil. I know. Nobody even knows what an anvil is anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but Sam, we're all fine, and we watched all that violent Tom and Jerry stuff.
Yeah, look at us.
Yeah.
We're okay.
Anything else?
Well, you know what? When we come back at 9:30, how did the fill-in person do?
Oh, she was good yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Becky?
She was good.
She was good. I have got better stuff.
From where?
From the listener who.
Oh, Becky at 9:30.
Yeah.
Becky. I was thinking now, Becky.
Oh, yeah.
I have to be in the mindset of the hour.
Okay.
Way to go.
Do you have a different outfit for each
Yeah,
hour?
I really do. I changed. I'm like Jessica Simpson. Did you know she changed like 6 times? I didn't even notice.
Because my wife kept saying, "Why does she keep changing outfits?"
I didn't even notice.
She's like, Dane Cooks had the same T-shirt.
I said this on TV yesterday. Not that it matters that much, but I'm like utterly done with her.
Wow, Sam, big statement.
Because she's like dumb or what?
I think she's just not in. I think she's not in. I mean, in other words,
useless.
She's useless. How many pretty booby blondes are there? Okay, check please, and then that's it.
Wow, Sam, that's mean and hurtful.
You're saying there could be a lid on big boobied pretty blondes in your world, Sam? Not in my heaven.
Is there something we need to know, Sam?
No. I'm just saying that you could cycle. I mean, there's a long line.
Okay. All right. I don't know what Sam's talking about, but I feel like there's an underlying toe.
Yeah.
Here. Hey, by the way, our producer said something was going on Saturday Night Live or something. Is that what you're
yes. Yeah, this is Brian Holt, your producer?
Yes.
Who I talked to yesterday and who's detailed a rather unique resume, I might add.
Well, he's a homosexual.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay, that explains. He was literally like, well, I did a show for the Out Network, and I did a show for Here TV, and there was like this theme.
Yes.
And then he's like, and now I'm back home at Star.
He's Big Gay Brian is what we call him.
Oh, I didn't know that.
BG.
B.
Right.
glad you used the letter G. But in any event, Saturday Night Live is having huge upheaval. Thank you, Brian, for the tip. As many as half the cast could be gone. A lot of people who've been on the cast are going to be fired. This is sort of interesting, knowing that there were going to be big budget cuts this year because everybody in media is incredibly cheap this year.
Mm-hmm.
They loaded up with extra cast members last year because when they fire half of them soon, then they feel they've got people who already know what they're doing.
Wow.
And then Tina Fey is already leaving. Rachel Dratch is leaving.
It's just not what it used to be, that's all.
You know what? Here's the thing.
Without a big old sweat ball hanging on the end of your nose.
It's sort of true of a lot of things. When it's good, it's really good. When it's bad, it's agonizingly bad.
Yes.
Well, isn't that the truth about so many things,
much.
Sam?
It
really, even love.
Yes.
Oh, God.
I don't know. All right, goodbye, Sam.
Bye.
Bye, Sam.
Sam Rubin, KTLA superstar of the world.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench Show.
Star 98.7.
By the way, a long time ago when, I said Dave Navarro was going to die or something,
Yeah.
he didn't die. He just, shot up a bunch of drugs in his veins and took a bath and fell asleep.
Recently?
No, in 1990.
Oh. This is a retraction 16 years
well,
old.
You know what? I just read the whole thing because I'm retarded like that, and it said that he's just now coming out about it.
Oh, okay.
God.
Okay, thanks for coming out now
Right.
about your near-death
means?
rock star thing.
That means the rock star people sat down and said, we need press.
Yeah.
What?
I
I know.
Oh, yeah. Go to that place where you were, in the bathtub.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he said, he didn't really see a light. He just woke up. That's the non-story.
Oh, okay, good.
And let me just save myself right here, okay?
Okay.
You know the new producer guy?
Yeah,
Yes.
I know him.
He goes, you never finished up the Dave Navarro story. And I said, you know what? I read the rest of it. It's not that interesting. He's like, you should really follow up with it, though. So there you go. I followed
Oh,
up.
way to go.
Thank you for following.
Yeah, thanks for ruining the show, Big Gay Brian.
I will tell you, something horrible is going on here at work, you guys.
What?
What's that?
It's really, I'm very disappointed. Everything's okay. You know what I mean? Like, there's no drama. And let me tell you how I know this. Somebody, won't say who, came up to me and said, oh, my God, I have the best gossip ever. And I said, oh, good, love gossip. We love gossip. Love gossip here at work. And they're like, such and such has, I'll tell you later. I'm like, no, just tell me now.
No.
Yes.
I already know
hate
who it is
that.
telling you this because they do it all the time, and you can't tell gossip like that.
I hate that.
And I'm like, okay, tell me what. They have crusty heels. And I went, what?
Okay, here's what happened.
And they
edited.
Let me just finish. So they came up and they said, no, this particular woman wears open, heel shoes, and she has the crustiest heels you've ever seen. And I'm like,
ew.
You better go back to your cubicle and start all over because that is not good gossip to me.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? That tells me more about the person who gave you the gossip than the actual person who the gossip's about. That means that this person is way too concerned about feet. You know what I mean?
It's not even. It's just that there is nothing going on here.
Right.
There's no drama here.
I think they went in. No, I think they had something, and they went in to tell you, and then halfway through realized, oh my God, I better not, because it might, if she says anything, it'll come back to get me. So then they just pulled a rabbit out of the hat, and feet was what it was.
Well, you know this person, and you know what cubicle they set out, and that's kind of what they do all day is muster up the gossip. But I'm like, God, there's just nothing going on here that all you have to give me is somebody has crusty feet. Now, here was my thought. First of all, I'm wondering, what do you think that they say about everybody at work? Do you guys know at work that people are talking about you? Everybody gets talked about.
Right.
And then what do you think it is? Because I know that when the snowboarder came home, he's like, oh my God, this friend drove him nuts about blah, blah. And I go, you know what? The thing is, they're driving home right now talking about you.
Right.
saying, and I go, what do you think they're saying about you? And he's like, well, probably nothing. I'm like, no, they say you're bossy.
Right.
They
That's
totally
funny.
are.
It's true. Everybody gets gossiped about in one way, shape, or form.
Yeah, but you think that you're above it somehow. You think you're not being gossiped about.
Right. It's
Especially
the
if-
not me syndrome.
If you're a
Right.
supervisor, period. You're going to have it. It's the worst.
But now it's made me so paranoid about the crusty feet thing that, like, now I don't want to wear open, heeled shoes because I'm like, God, I don't know if my feet, like, if they have a little ash. Apparently, everybody around the whole. Have you heard somebody has crusty feet here?
No.
You'll hear about it. Okay. There's a guy, or a girl in a cubicle.
We'll go to the break room. I'll show you who they're talking about.
But I'm like, wow, this is either bad news or good news. There's so no drama here at the Radio Ranch that the big gossip is somebody has crusty feet. A girl. That's it. That's all we have going for us now.
That is pretty hurting.
It's like nothing. And then I went over to Robert's office and Amy, and I'm like, did you hear such and such had crusty feet? You know what they both said? Yeah, that one's old.
Oh.
I'm like, I'm not even cutting edge crusty feet.
Wow. Like, I was the last to find out about the crusty feet.
Right, exactly. And the thing is then you wonder, well, is somebody really telling you something because it's really about you?
Yeah.
Like, is it really like your thing? Or if people are talking about you at work, do you ever get to find out? Like, do you ever find out the rumors about you?
Yeah.
I'm sure sometimes if they're good enough, you find out, somebody will tell you.
You know what's good?
Who would come up and tell you people are
If
talking
I
about
heard a rumor about Stench, I'd go and tell them, hey, people are saying
But
this.
that's one
All
thing.
right, let's play this game then.
They won't talk about one of us around the three of us because
Right,
they
because
know
they know.
they'll get nailed. But what you have to do is hang out. Like, I have friends on every floor of this building that I talk to. I get so much good stuff from people that don't have any idea that I'm friends with these people.
Oh, I had a great one.
That's how I get good stuff.
Somebody gossiped about me to my sister, not knowing she was my sister.
Oh.
That's a good way to find out. It was
I
when
remember
my
that.
sister and I worked at the same. Oh, that was a different situation. But when my sister and I used to work at the same place, and they didn't know we were related, and
That's
somebody
a
gossiped.
good
Yeah,
one.
it is good because you never know.
I gossiped once. I told you guys this. I gossiped once about an engineer when I lived in Kansas City. I hated this guy, and he was under the console.
Oh, that's great.
He was fixing something, and I went off on him to somebody, and he was under the thing. Like, how?
Oh, that's a great one.
Oh, that's horrible. I didn't know he was in the room.
Oh, man.
That's the best.
Oh, my.
That's one of those, he's standing right behind me, huh?
And I told
Yep.
you guys this one a long time ago, too. My girlfriends and I were at my girlfriend's apartment, and the guys were spying on us because we were having like a girls' night out.
Right.
So we were all just trashing their families, and they were in the closet listening to us.
Oh.
That wasn't funny.
Oh,
No, I bet they got mad. That went from funny to really
Yeah,
upsetting.
like we were just
right?
going off. I mean, just
Oh.
going crazy about them.
Oh.
Because, there are some people that say, like, there's microphones in here because the bosses are all so paranoid and stuff that they
Right.
listen to us. And, that at you guys' work that they monitor every email you send and all that stuff.
Well, they do that.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
they have
just
filters.
be careful. My
Okay,
God.
I know that I worked at another radio station one day where the boss brought me in and said, see this tape? I need you to make 2 copies of it, and then don't listen to it and mail it to corporate. And I was like,
How can you not
I
listen
ran
to
in the other room, listened to that tape as fast as I could, and it was the DJs talking on the hotline during their shows.
Wow.
It was taped conversations of the
That
telephone, and I
sounds
was
illegal.
like, oh, I think that's why he didn't want me to hear it.
I think the only gossip I know about anybody that's around here is the only thing that everybody says, Jack, is that your wife's way too mean to you and people feel sorry for you. But
That's not gossip.
That's not good gossip.
That's
like,
common knowledge.
That's show content right there.
But I mean, it's good for you, Jack, that everybody's saying that because everybody feels sorry for you
Right.
because they're never going to be mean to you because everybody. But I would say I don't really hear anything
because
about
no one
you.
would tell us.
Yeah,
Because
they
they
wouldn't
know.
tell us.
First of all, people fear us because they know we'll go on the air with anybody's gossip.
Right.
So they're really, they're hesitant to tell us anything, but they won't tell us anything about each other because the first thing we do is tell each other, then gang up on them.
Yeah, that's
By the way,
true. I'm
hey,
sad we don't know any
and just so
gossip.
out
Somebody has
there,
crusty
the
heel.
listeners know, this is how a meeting goes when it's the 3 of us in a meeting after the show. It's with a boss, and it usually starts like, okay, guys, not for air. No,
Right.
No, I'm serious.
Not
I'm
for
serious.
air.
Not for air. You guys, I'm not kidding. This is not for air. And
they
then
usually
tell us
pick
whatever they're
one.
gonna tell us.
Pick one of the 3 of us to decide who will get fired if it gets out on
Right,
the air.
exactly.
This time it's Jack's fired if it gets out.
That's my question is like, have you guys ever found out any of the gossip that's being said about you? I mean, I just told Jack what the one about him is.
Right.
And then Sam Rubin, everybody's talking about that he's getting a
A
divorce.
Oh, Sam.
Yeah, anyway. I wonder if we have gossip about us.
Oh, but then okay. Every office has the one though that where there is that person straight or gay or like everybody does about Ryan. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
that's
that one too, and people don't know, and they do it all the time.
All right, so have you ever found out the gossip, what people are saying about you, blah, blah, blah? All your phone calls when we come back.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench.
Star 98.7.
Okay, my God, it's Tuesday morning, and I'm just cracking my ears up because the big gossip around the Radio Ranch, usually we have really good stuff, is that somebody here has crusty heels. And somebody told me with such a vengeance, like, no, dude, I got to tell you something. So I'm like, oh, my God, that's when you know everything's going well at work, is that when that's all they got.
Right.
That's all they, I'm like, just go back to your cubicle and, like, study or something. Because that's not one. Anyway, so it made me think, because I'm just cracking up about it, and now it made me kind of like paranoid to make sure my heels are always intact when I come to work. But I thought, you know, what are they saying about me? Like, if everybody gets gossip, because this person isn't worthy of even getting gossiped about. Like, so what are they saying about you? And do you ever get to find out, like, what people are saying about you?
If your friends find out, they'll tell you. And it's good when you have an undercover spy somewhere, because they'll tell you good stuff.
Yeah.
And people do, they'll say bad stuff.
So stupid. Anyway, so we asked all of you, like, if you ever got to find out what people are saying about you at work and behind your back and blah, blah, blah. And this is Melissa. Hi, Melissa.
Hey, you guys rule.
We rule.
What happened?
Okay, so I had a roommate in college, my freshman year, and we were friends, I thought. We knew each other before college. Well, one day, a whole bunch of us, not her, decided to put in an old tape of Friends. Well, it wasn't an old tape of Friends. It was a videotape of her doing her speech for speech class. Well, she starts talking about the smell in her room. It was so smelly she couldn't figure it out, and then she figured out that it was her roommate. So this whole speech talked about me and how smelly it was. And I found out about it by watching this videotape. She said all these things that were true, like, oh, I gave her this body spray for Christmas and pretended to give her a video, too, so she didn't know. And she did. She gave me body spray for Christmas.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
So you smell?
No, I don't think so. But
Melissa, you must. This is a sign. I mean, there's a videotape out about it, and there was body spray given.
I guess so. I mean, I definitely, made some corrections since then, but it was
and what kind of smell? Was it like BO? Was it FDS? Was it what? Like what kind of like what?
Okay.
What?
I'm just gonna go with BO and nothing else.
Okay. All right. Do you wear deodorant?
I do.
Oh, well, I'm just trying to help you. I don't know what's.
This was 6 years ago.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean you don't still
maybe
smell.
you've ripened since then.
She's ready.
No one tells me I smell anymore, but it was the most horrible.
Nobody told you then either. They were just doing it with little slight hints, and then there was a video.
It's true. There was.
If I were
horrible.
you, I'd
Putting
be
in a video of someone telling a whole college about you.
I would be so paranoid if I were you now.
I didn't even tell her that I ever found out, though, because I was so pissed off.
No, you're humiliated, Melissa.
Oh, you had to shower. You didn't have time.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, my God. All right, well, Melissa, that was a winner. That was pretty good.
That's a good one.
I'll just call you Stinky.
Oh.
Wouldn't you, if you heard that, like, shower all the time and be, like, psychotic about it?
Yes. I'd start, like, drowning myself in cologne or perfume and
powder your pretties?
Over the...
That's what my dad always said. I'll just powder my pretties. After he took a bath.
Do you think he really did?
I know. I don't even know.
Oh, we can ask him on
No, let's not ask him.
We can ask him on Friday.
No, because you know what's funny is like when I was a little kid and he always said that, I was like, do we have powder?
Right.
Lynn, hi.
Hi, how are you today?
Hi.
Love you guys.
Oh, well, thanks, Lynn.
My story basically is I'm like one of those bathroom monitor people.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That means when you walk into the bathroom, especially in the women's, you can usually see the women's stall, their feet.
Yeah.
And you don't know who's in the bathroom except for their shoes.
Right.
And it's the people that go to the bathroom, get out, and don't wash their hands.
Oh, street meat.
And the only way you know who it is you got to find that person with the shoes. Ooh. And of course, I'd find the people with the shoes.
You're something that we weren't even talking about. You're the rumor starter.
And nosy.
Yeah,
well, you want to go
I'm
around.
not the rumor starter. If someone doesn't wash their hands, if you don't hear the water going or the blow dryer thing, then you know they didn't wash their hands.
Yeah, they just open the door and walk out the door.
Right,
you know.
I know,
but then she tracks them down.
Made when you have food day. So yeah, I would kind of tell my friends at work.
We have food here a lot after we leave.
We do?
Yeah, they'll feed the whole floor.
But I usually don't handle it and put it back. You know what I mean?
Like, we have food day?
Yeah, they bring food a lot up here.
See, you're missing out.
I don't know. Maybe
maybe not.
after Backwards Day.
Yeah.
Oh, is it backwards day tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh. How about real quick the best bathroom story ever that happened to you like years ago?
That was a good
A
one.
new girl in the building comes in.
No, it was the old sales manager. That
Right.
whatever. What was that lady's name?
Cindy.
Cindy.
Yeah, and she's
she was a treat.
but she was new at the time. And she's in the bathroom stall and she's gossiping about how she hates Jamie.
Hates me.
Who's in the next stall.
I've never even met her. So it's like too new to hate me because I haven't even met her.
Right.
Yeah.
Talking to the girl in the other stall, and then the other stall was Jamie.
And you know what I did? What'd you do? I opened the door and I said, you might want to make sure I'm not in the stall when you say blank like that.
Oh, man, that rules.
No, I was just, I was just.
She's telling that story the rest of her life.
Oh, guess what? She's not here anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know
I don't
why.
think they care about that story in Poughkeepsie.
Yeah.
Jamie, Jack, and Stench.